Why are you running for this office?
I'm running because Mississippi deserves better. I was born and raised in the Mississippi Delta. Mom dropped out of school in the 10th grade to give birth to me. Dad dropped out in the 6th grade. I started shopping cotton at 13 years old and served 21 years in our military. And when I came home to Mississippi, I saw a lot of the things that my neighbors and my family had to deal with when they were growing up, when I was growing up. Those same issues still exist, and especially issues like access to the ballot box. It makes no sense that no state has been fighting harder to make sure that people have the right to vote than Mississippi, but Mississippi still stands last with regard to accessing the ballot box. 41 states have already implemented what's called online voter registration. One guess as to which state has not: Mississippi. 47 states have implemented what's called no excuse early voting. You have to swim across the river, jump through a Cheerio, do everything else to vote early in Mississippi. Half the states have implemented same-day voter registration, not Mississippi. And for me, that makes no sense. If that's one of the main jobs, main duties for the Secretary of State's office, if we have all of these states, 41, 47, half the states, that have written these roadmaps for us, and he's been in office for 16 years, about 9 years, no more than that, 13 years in the Senate, 3 years in the Secretary of State's office, and he hasn't gone out and gotten some of these roadmaps and tried to implement them here in Mississippi, then it's time for him to go home because he's the wrong person for the job. So that's why I'm running, because I think Mississippi deserves better.
Why should Mississippians vote for you?
Mississippians should vote for me because, one, I have a long personal history of serving our country, our state, and our communities. I have a proven track record. Graduated from law school and immediately came back and worked in some of Mississippi's most underserved communities, helping single mothers facing eviction in the middle of winter, in the middle of a pandemic at the same time, representing low-income workers who are being cheated out of their pay by big businesses, and actually working on dealing with voting issues in counties like Warren County, where I fought to make sure that the county had fair supervisor districts. So I think they should vote for me because I've been doing the work. And Mississippi, I love this place. It's my home, and Mississippi is what made me.
What do you hope to accomplish if elected?
I want to make sure that Mississippians, one, have fair and equal access to the ballot box. We expand voting rights. We expand access to the ballot box. We reinstitute the ballot initiative. I want to support doing away with Mississippi's prejudicial felony disenfranchisement laws. But I also want to make sure that we encourage and build those relationships with business leaders and industry leaders around our state so that we're actually investing in those underinvested places in our state. We all know that east of I-55, we have business development, economic growth. But when you go west of I-55, which includes my beloved Mississippi Delta, no investment. But I think that's one of the duties that the Secretary of State's office should be looking at, and building those relationships with business leaders all around the state and outside the state to make sure that they come and invest in one of the poorest areas, not only in our state, but in the country. Think about the Mississippi River, the longest river in this country, the strongest river in this country, and the deepest area in that river is in the Mississippi Delta. That's value. And we haven't taken advantage of it to create jobs, create economic development in those areas over in Issaquah County, Sharkey County, Washington County. And I think making sure that we have targeted investment in those areas, it benefits the whole state, because remember, we're last in unemployment, or near last. And if we are serious about moving our state forward to the middle of the pack, to the front of the line with regard to unemployment and job creation and economic development, we have to invest in that part of the state, which will benefit our whole state.
Let's see. How do you feel you distinguish yourself apart from your candidate, or do you bring to the table that you feel they have not done? I know you've kind of already answered that, but
I have a proven track record. I've already been doing the work. I've already been working in communities that need assistance. Sunflower County, Sharkey County, Issaquah County, Humphreys County, these communities that have for so long gone without. My opponent, Michael Watson, he has never had to actually work in communities where the right to vote is the most valuable currency our community members have. Think about this. Despite nearly total Republican control of our state for the past 3 decades, nearly total Republican control, we still rank last in so many things. Michael Watson is a part of that problem. He and his Republican colleagues have actually failed our state, and that's where I think I distinguish myself at. I've already have a winning track record.
Sure. Is there anything else you would like to add from all the questions? I feel like you really touched on everything, but last response here. Anything you think I didn't cover that you want to add?
I think Mississippi's at a crossroads. I really do, and I mean that in a good way. Voters are excited. The issues are on our side. Health care. People want health care. We want to keep our hospitals open, creating economic growth and development and job creation. That's on our side. Republicans have failed in that regard for the last 3 months. Women's reproductive rights, you know, whether you're pro-life or pro-choice, especially me as a man, it makes no difference. The important thing is that a woman should make that decision for herself. That argument is on our side. And Mississippians in general, and I'll leave you with this, Mississippians are ready for Mississippi to lead. And I think that benefits us as well. So January the 7th, it's going to be a very, very interesting day.